Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brad, and today what I want to talk about is some red flags in your relationship as with respect to social media. And this is something that a lot of guys a lot of guys that are in relationships, or the way they think about women is they basically rationalize a lot of shitty behavior that girls do. Like, a very common question I ask for guys is like, if this was your friend and your friend was doing this, just theoretically, and some of the things are not necessarily transferable, but a lot are. I mean, would you put up with that from a friend? Would you put up with, a friend hanging up on you? Would you put up with a friend arguing with you, fighting with you? Would you put up with a friend going out, flaking on you with an ex, or, a business partner you have going and having a business deal with a competitor, or going and doing a deal with a competitor behind your back and not telling you about it, or making money off your business and skimming shit off the side without telling you? Would you put up with that? Well, a lot of guys will, well, absolutely not. I'm like, okay, so why do you put up with, your girlfriend doing these things that you know are inappropriate, and you just rationalize on the way? Well, like, well, she just did this and she just did that. Okay, so let's get into some specifics here. Number one, big one, is social media. Okay, social media. A lot of guys make excuses for their girls' behavior on social media. Okay, big red flag. If your girl's posting pictures of her in revealing outfits, showing off her titties or ass, that's like a fucking red flag. If you're in a relationship with a girl, that's a red flag. If you're not in a relationship with her, monogamous, whatever, I mean, that tells you a lot about, the type of girl she is. Like, oh, she's posting pictures of her tits and ass. Well, yeah, I know that, like, all the other girls are doing it, but, I mean, that's just what you're getting yourself into. You're getting yourself into a relationship with a girl that does that shit. Um, Another thing that's like a little more subtle for guys in relationships. There was a great post by this dude Ryan McCormick. I'm gonna shout him out on. No, it wasn't. It was Shane Smith who he does shit with Arash Dibazar. Awesome dude. Really like his comic books and his artworks, and I like his writing too. And I love Arash Dibazar. Shout out, bro, if you're watching. This dude wrote this piece about how, like, girls will go out to dinner with you and they'll post pictures of the food you fucking bought her, without you in it. Or like, you ever notice that, like, girls will post these pictures of the food they ate that you bought them at dinner, or the vacations that you paid for with them, and, like, for the first, like, four photos they're just posting, like, how awesome the dinner was that you bought her, or, it's so expensive, it's like a flex. It's not like, what that says to me is that the girl, and what it says to everyone, is that the girl put the lifestyle that you provided before you. She's just like, oh, I'd rather flex than I would actually, show my pride in my relationship and how much I love this person. Yeah, sorry, ladies, that's true. Okay, you prioritize that. That's the message you sent. I don't care that some whore is doing it on fucking Instagram. I don't give a shit. Okay? That's why she's gonna wind up being 40 on welfare with two kids alone. Period. Okay? Maybe she got some guy. Oh, she got some guy to pay her alimony and child support. Wow. That is so amazing. What a great life. She's a princess. No, she's an idiot. She's an idiot. There's a better way to have a relationship, but frankly, being the shit hole that America is for relationships nowadays, I wouldn't. I honestly, very, very skeptical of most women nowadays in terms of their ability to actually be in a family in America. I wouldn't. Nowadays, dude. Whoa. So here's some more, like, red flags. Going out, getting drunk, smoking weed. The types of friends she has, the influences that she's around, the types of music she listens to, and you'll notice it, and you'll be like, hey, like, can't help that you're listening to wet ass pussy a lot, like, like, it's kind of a song of a whore, and she's just like, Like, what are you, controlling or something? You're trying to tell me what to listen to? I'm like, no, I'm not telling you what to do. Shit. Personally, like, here's how I deal with it, right? First of all, I don't make commitments to girls that I can't keep. You know what I mean? I really do my best not to do that. I let them know, like, it takes me a long time to really get to know somebody if I'm going to be in a relationship with them. Frankly, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Okay? Because of all this shit, dude. Like, because of the indoctrination. They're like, well, what do you mean? But those same girls, like, well, what do you mean? They'll get into a relationship with a guy, subtly tool him on social media, flirt with all the guys at her job that she's going to quit at 31. I mean, just realistically, a lot of them do. Then, you know, they're just going to shit on you. Like, I'm serious. Like, a lot of the girls are going to shit on you. The reality is that most of the girls you're seeing are going to wind up fucking you over. Okay? You know, they might be like, oh, I love you so much. So much. Okay, well, that's why I take my time with them, because I just don't buy it. You know? I don't buy it. I don't buy it from most girls. Most girls, I listen to the subtle things in between what they're saying, in between their words. You know, there was a girl the other day that was talking about my friend. I was like, oh, you know, there's a lot of, like, good-looking, successful guys out there. No, it was actually her friend who went through a breakup. I'm like, there's a lot of successful, good-looking guys out there. And she's like, where are they? Like, she was interested in doing it. I'm like, all right, well, thanks for revealing yourself to me. Because, again, you know, most guys will hear some shit like that, and they'll be like, oh, well, you know, she's just saying that. Any girl would say that. They give them all this leeway. But people will tell you who they are, and you got to listen. You got to see what they're doing and consider it a red flag, and don't put yourself in a position where you allow yourself to get fucked over by people, period. You know, be honest, be straightforward. I think most guys would be loyal to women, and they would, you know, like, they would actually have a family. Most men want a family. Most women, they're very led astray. So let's get back to some red flags on social media. You know, oh, God. You know, she goes to the club. If a girl goes to the club, period, and she's in a relationship, she's not your girl. Like, you know, yeah, that's right, ladies. That's right. If you're going to a club and your tits are out and your ass is out and you're putting on your makeup, you're going there for attention, you're going to get hit on, you're going to drink, you're going to dance, and you're going to probably cheat. Okay? Like, you're not fooling me. You might be able to fool your chode boyfriend, but you're not fucking fooling me. Alright? I'm not an idiot. I've been around this quite a bit. I've hooked up with quite a few women that have gone to the club, even with their boyfriends. Their boyfriends go to the bathroom, and then we hook up. Okay? So I'm not a fucking spring chicken. I know what you're doing. You know, if a girl's really dedicated to a guy, why is she going to a club? Well, my friends are going to a club. Well, don't fucking go to a club. Go have coffee. You know? And if some guy comes up to you, be like, I'm sorry, but I have a boyfriend. Thank you very much. That's called discipline. That's called being loyal to somebody. That's called, you know, doing the right thing when nobody's looking. I know that's a concept that you ladies haven't heard in a long time, but that's a real thing. So, you know, bottom line, sorry, I'm kneeling. It's fucking cutting off circulation in my tongue. Bottom line is that this shit is stuff that you guys need to know. If you're not aware of it, and a lot of guys are aware of it, but they just don't act on it. They don't say, like, oh, wow, this is a real problem, and if I don't address it, then I'm going to be in deep shit. I'm going to be in a position where, you know, I'm getting real involved with a girl that's a total whore. She is. You know, I'm sorry for you liberals out there. I know there are no whores. I know there are no girls that cheat on their boyfriends. I know that. They're disenfranchised. Even if they're white women, they're disenfranchised still. They're lower on the social justice totem pole. No, but really, like, you know, a lot of you guys really fuck this up. You believe that the women of this generation are the same as the women of your parents' generation, or they have the same influences. It's clearly not true. It's clearly not true. Joe Biden was just interviewed by a bitch that literally said that she rapes men. She rapes men. Cardi B admitted she rapes and robs men after she drugs them. And she's on the radio like it's no fucking big deal. I think it's a big deal. I think that that's what your girl's listening to. She's being influenced by this stuff. Her hoe-ass friends are being influenced by this stuff. And you got to be aware of it, okay? So before you get involved with one of these creatures, you got to know, like, you know, this is what you're getting involved with. I'm not saying, and again, like, I'm not saying that you can't have a pleasurable relationship with a woman. What I do is I just leave it, like, really fucking open-ended. I'm like, look, you know, I'm going to feel this out with you, and we're going to see what happens here. I don't want to place any expectations on you. I don't want to have any expectations placed upon me. Work is super important. You know, I have other things to do, and I'm going to do them. And, you know, one day we may wind up together. We may not wind up together. We may see each other forever. We may stop seeing each other in 2 days. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I've been in enough relationships to know how these things kind of work. So let's see what happens, sweetheart. Let's see what happens. You know, I want to get to know you, and you should get to know me. And you should see if this is right for you, and I should see if this is right for me. And I want to know if long term, you know, it's a good match and if it's natural. That's my frame. And I don't even articulate that at this point. It's just sort of like, I just don't need to have the conversation anymore about it. You know, I've had it so many fucking times. It's just like, yeah, this is what it is. If you don't like it, well, that sucks. I guess go and disappoint yourself with some other dude for a little while, and then, you know, we'll bang again, and, like, you know, whatever. Which is usually what it is, okay? Can we just say that? Oh, is that misogynist? Does that mean I hate women because I speak the truth? Go fuck yourself. Okay, people that say that, oh, that's misogynist. Actually, no. By the way, the reason I coach this is because I'm way cooler in a relationship than 95% of other guys. Like, 99.999% of other guys are lame as fuck in a relationship. They're needy, they're annoying, they are clingy, and I've been that guy. I'm not, like, if there's any of my exes watching, you know that I was fucking up, okay? I learned. Thank you. Thank you, and you, and you. And it's because of you that I kill it right now. Thank you. Killing it, and I bang hotter, younger girls than you now. So, man, honestly, that's the bottom line, is you gotta watch out for those red flags, dog. You know, you really do. If you're in a relationship, it's one of the hardest things to admit to yourself, but, like, be aware that it goes on. Because if you just let it go, like, you're just basically prolonging the pain, and you notice it. You're like, oh, wow, I noticed that my girlfriend today posted a picture of her ass in a thong on, she has an OnlyFans account. Is she a whore? Maybe I should log into her computer. What's this? She has a Seeking Arrangements account. Oh my. Cassandra, what does this mean? You sniff for my phone? Oh my god, you bastard. I'm like, well, I'm paying your rent, and you're living with me rent-free, and we have 2 children together. Cassandra, what gives? You're an asshole, Mark. I'm going to court to take your money. It happens all the fucking time. Don't be a chump, guys. Learn to be a fucking champ. Learn how to approach. Like, let me teach you some of this shit. Hit me up for a boot camp. Hit me up for some coaching. Hit me up for my product, which has a ton of information on it. You're not going to go through that. You're not going to go through that. I'll hold you accountable to it. I care about my clients. I'm like, dude, are you serious? You're really doing that? I'll hold you accountable to it. Whether you do it or not, it's up to you. But I'll point it out to you. Like, that's a red flag, bro. You gotta have some fucking audacity and chutzpah and balls to be in the game and to do well with women. And in fact, when you do call them out on this, regardless of what the libtards say, where they're like, that's sexist, women don't do anything wrong, they're more minority points than you, white man. I don't care. You go fuck yourself. So I'm going to tell you the truth, and this is the truth. There are a lot of red flags that guys miss. I've been there, and I learned through the pain, so you maybe don't have to. All right, guys? Check out my blog, bradholiday.com. I've got a Facebook group, Lux Life Dating, and I've got a lot of great info there as well. Peace.